So we've got a clip here where we hear Roger Stone calling for political violence. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll talk.
Excellent. The violence. The voting. Let's get right to the violence.
Let's get right to it.
Shoot to kill. See an Antifa? Shoot to kill. Come. Done with this bull.
Although the January 6th committee's hearing today has been postponed due to Hurricane Ian, details about Roger Stone's role in trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election are nonetheless flooding the news cycle. Not only did Donald Trump's longtime sidekick push for a pardon again, but he also was caught on video detailing his plans for the coup. And of course, Stone's been having a public meltdown now that we all know. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your host, Adrienne Lawrence. Roger Stone has been at the center of recent controversy surrounding the investigation of Donald Trump's coordinated attempt to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. First, footage recently surfaced of Stone detailing the plan to overturn the 2020 presidential election 4 months before the actual November election. The footage was captured by filmmaker Christopher Goldbrandson in July of 2020. Here it is.
What they're assuming is that the election will be normal. The election will not be normal. Oh, these are the California results? Sorry, we're not accepting them. We're challenging them in court. If the electors show up at the Electoral College, armed guards will throw them out. I'm the president. You. You're not stealing Florida. You're not stealing Ohio. I'm challenging all of it, and the judges we're going to are judges I appointed. You. You're not stealing the election. That's basically what Bush did to Gore. So, if they want to run a bunch of fake ballots, we'll have an investigation. We'll say, these ballots are fake. Yep. Your results are invalidated. Goodbye. That's the way it's going to have to work.
Wow.
It's going to be really nasty.
Wow.
But you cannot count on, we're not going to get an honest election.
Right.
So let's say that Trump is a little behind right now, which he probably is. That doesn't bother me. But even if he wins an honest election, we're not going to have an honest election.
Got it.
They're going to steal it. They're stealing us blind in Florida right now. So,
wow.
It's not the first time it's happened in this country, and it happens around the world.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to fight for the presidency in the courts. Our next election will be decided in the courts.
Wow.
Because they cheat, and we don't cheat.
Yeah.
We've never cheated.
From the footage, it is evident that the plan was always and has always been to keep Trump in the White House by means necessary. And by means necessary definitely included violence. That is according to Stone himself, who made it abundantly clear in November of 2020.
Let's just hope we're celebrating.
Oh, yeah.
I really do suspect it'll still be up in the air. But when that happens, the key thing to do is to claim victory. Possession is 9/10 of the law. No, we won. You. Sorry, over. We won.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You.
ABC.
Because Stone has no shame whatsoever, the political operative also recorded text messages, pretty much outlining his efforts to hopefully seek a pardon because of his criming. Per the New York Times, one of Trump's attorneys was on the receiving end of those text messages that arrived shortly after the January 6th attack. Here's the exchange. There will be mass prosecutions, Mr. Stone wrote to David I. Schoen, the lawyer. Mark my words. Could Mr. Schoen plug his pardon request the next time he spoke to the president? At this point, I'd be happy if he pardoned me and Carrick again, Mr. Stone wrote to Mr. Schoen, referring to Bernard B. Carrick, the former New York City police commissioner and longtime ally of Mr. Trump, who had repeatedly challenged the results of the election. He's already pardoned both of us, so he would take no heat for it whatsoever, Mr. Schoen answered. If he can be the only president impeached twice, maybe you should be the only person pardoned twice. With all this information of his criming hitting the streets, well, Stone has been losing it over the last few days on Trump's social media platform, Truth Social. For example, earlier this week, he posted a series of attacks on the January 6th committee members Jamie Raskin and Adam Schiff, calling their work a fresh load of BS and referring to the congressman as congenital liars and conmen. It's evident that Stone really doesn't want to face another perp walk, particularly when no one is in the White House to pardon him. But what do you think? You let me know in the comments below, hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.